We're here today with author Keishandra Smith, talking a little bit about her book, Beauty for Ashes. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me. This is an amazing opportunity.
Well, tell us a little bit about yourself and about the book.
Okay, well, my name is Keishandra Smith, but I go by Kiki, and I am a mother of six. um, but I did write a book. I wrote a book, Beauty for Ashes. Here it is here, and pretty much it's about me telling my story. My personal testimony from childhood into adulthood. And I pretty much explain how many things in this life we will go through, right? And some of us sometimes don't see a way out. And I was that person, at one point in time because the hand that I was dealt with, I didn't see any beauty in it, and God had to show me that there's still beauty there, that only He could give me, though. It's kind of like a diamond in the rough type thing,
Sure.
and so I kind of wanted to share that message because I know there are many, many, many others out there who've experienced and much more of what I have gone through, and to give them hope, to let them know that it's not the end. And no matter what it looks like, and no matter what you may even tell yourself or what others may tell you, there is still a beauty waiting for you. There's still a life waiting for you to live that you haven't even seen yet. And so I thought if I shared my personal testimony and experience, it will really bring light and really help people come into the life that God has waiting for them.
So you shared a little bit about what inspired you, or kind of how where the story comes from, your personal life. One
Mhm.
question I had, you said at the beginning you have six kids, so I'm wondering how in the world you found time to write and how long of a process this was for you getting it written.
Yeah. So great question, by the way. I actually found it better for me to write at night.
Okay.
There were times, and it had to be supernatural strength because I'm not a worker at night type of
Mm,
person. And so I found out it was better for me. It was peaceful, it was calm, and I had energy out of nowhere. And so I would be in the wee hours sometimes, like 1, 2 in the morning, just going, writing. And the more that I would put on paper, the more fuel I got.
yeah.
And so it really helped push me a lot, and also I did have help. I was a part of a writer's program. Um, Sophia Ruffin, she is amazing. But she provided, well, her program provided the accountability that I needed to help my consistency.
There you go.
And literally, I started writing January 2021. Yeah. And was finished by June 21. Had it published, or I got signed with my publisher August 2021. Had it published June. I'm sorry, 2022.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
2022, and
Okay.
had it published this year, June 2023.
Wow.
So, yeah, I'm still blown away by the process and how speedy it was. And this is my first book, so I really didn't know what I was doing.
Yeah.
I just knew I had to put words to paper, and there's somebody waiting on what I had to say.
That's great. Well, is there anything else you want to share? Any other insights or anything from your book or anything you want to share with us?
Yeah, no matter how ashy, I like to say ashy. And I use that term because things in life can be so hard and rough. It can feel like a fire burning that you can't get rid of. And we know all fire, they eventually create ashes. And so I want people to know that no matter how ashy your life has been, or even how ashy it may be now, there is still beauty that is in there waiting to come out of it. And I really want people to understand that message because we go through things that leave us hopeless. We go through things that leave us broken. Some of us were born into those things, you know, and we grow up and we feel like I don't have anything of a positive state, for lack of better words, to look to. This is all I have.
Hmm.
I come from this background. My parents were like this. We lived in poverty, XYZ. And that may be the case, but it does not have to stop there.
Yeah,
And so I really want people to know that God said he'll give you beauty for your ashes. It's like an exchange. You give me your ashes, you give me your all your pain, and I'll give you beauty that you've never seen.
that's great. Well, thank you so much for joining us. You can grab a copy of her book, Beauty for Ashes. It's online and it's available through Amazon, through Barnes and Noble, even the Books app with iTunes if you want to read on Kindle. So grab a copy of your book. Thanks so much for joining us today, Cassandra.
You're welcome. Thank you so much for having me.